Alright, everybody. We are getting down to the nitty gritty, as I would say. So, talking about big fun, I'm wearing my Indians gear. This is part one. I'm doing about the Cleveland Indians. Next will be about the Cleveland Browns. So, alright, anyhow. I can always remember growing up as a kid, watching the Cleveland Indians with the great Kenny Lofton, Vizquel, Manny, the good pitchers we've had over the years. I remember good Charles Nagy, and I had, the guys coming in the bullpen like Mike Jackson, Paul Ostemacher, good Eric Plunk, all the good 90s wins, 95 wins against Seattle, and then the 97 wins of the greats of Alomar, Tomey, I said Lofton, Matt Williams, Carlos Baerga, all the greats. The 2000s were, they still made it in, didn't do so well. '07 was the year knocked out, they were still back in the race still. Even a few years ago, it was tough losing in Game 7 against the Cubs. Last year was kind of rough losing and coming down the end in Game 5 against the Yankees. Tough loss. So, yeah, Cleveland Indians are always my team, always will be, always plan to be. My dad, when he was growing up, even before he became a fan, you can remember back in the last time the Indians won a World Series was 1948. That was before my dad was born. That was when they played against the Boston Braves. Well, great Bob Feller was on that team, Larry Doby, Jim Hegan, Tris Speaker, you go on and on. So that was 1920. But before they won 111 games, but they came short against the New York Giants. But back when my dad was growing up, when he watched the Indians in the 70s and 80s, the 70s, they were horrible. You can go to the bleachers for 50 cents. So that's all I'm saying. My dad loved the Indians, and he always tells me, Alex, you saw the Indians when they were good. When I was growing up when I watched the Indians back in the 70s, they were so bad they used to give away tickets. They were horrible in the 70s. They had a few okay years in the 70s, he said, but starting like really 80s, they weren't good either for a while. But when they made the movie Major League in '89, that's when they started coming good. So hopefully one of these years the Indians will come away with a World Series, because we haven't seen that since 1948. That's before I was even born. So that's all I want to wrap it up with. The Cleveland Indians talk about the history and what they are doing now. This year they're doing actually pretty good. They're decent. They're I think 3-5 on the year. So it's early in the season. It's a lot of games to go. All together, I've been to about 25 innings games. So my dad's been to many games at the old Municipal Stadium and Jacobs Field. So that's all I can say. About the Indians of now. So we're going to a game early in the season against Cincinnati. Yeah, later in the season, July, the Battle of Ohio on a Monday against Cincinnati Reds. So all I could say is this: go Tribe. And that's my talk about the Indians for the last time. Talking about the Indians about last time a video will go on. For this is about Big Fun, representing Big Fun, and because they're closing, it's about Cleveland, Big Fun Cleveland Country Nights. So they're closing by June 1st. So we only got 2 months left. So all I gotta say is adios, and that's to talk about the Indians, and we'll go on part 2 against the Browns. Part 2 on the Browns next. All I say is go Tribe.